I were to ask you if you were self-motivated, you would probably say yes. Honestly, a lot of people think that they actually are self-motivated. But more often than not, the people that claim to be self-motivated are the people that would say something like, I'm going to lose a bunch of weight, or I'm going to learn a new skill. Maybe I'm going to learn how to draw, learn how to paint, learn how to play an instrument, something like that. Which is all very good and well. If you're able to motivate yourself to do these things without being prompted, then yes, you are definitely self-motivated. But a lot of people will claim that they will do these things. However, they need a push. They need a push from somebody else. Almost like they need permission to do what they already want to do. So this is what is considered to be lacking self-encouragement, where you have a clear plan in your mind, but for some reason you just won't pull the trigger. You need somebody to tell you what to do. You have no problem with completing the action. You just need someone to give you the go-ahead. So for example, you might tell your friend that you really want to get into fitness, you really want to lose a lot of weight, or just get in really good shape or anything like that. You might write out a bunch of goals, you might get a workout plan, you're really actually quite excited to do this. But when it comes time to actually perform, you feel the need to consult your friend or whoever else you told and say something like, all right, this is it, let's go to the gym. And if your friend says no, that they don't want to, all of a sudden, you're not gonna go anymore. All of a sudden, all your planning and all your preparation doesn't matter, because now that they aren't motivated, you aren't motivated. But on the flip side of that, in a parallel universe, if they say yes, then you'll go. So no other actual variable has changed. You aren't less tired, you aren't more prepared, you aren't any more or less excited to do this. However, you needed to be encouraged to perform the action. It's almost like we need to have a form of validation with regards to anything that we do. Almost like, if nobody's watching, then it's not worth doing. If people can't be proud of me and tell me that I'm doing a good job, then it's not important anymore. But the reason why you decide to put any of these plans into motion was for yourself. At least that's what you told yourself. And also, to be clear, there's a big difference between being encouraged by someone to do something and also being forced by someone to do something. More often than not, if you're being forced to do something, this is a task that you do not want to do. And this is probably something that you're trying to avoid doing altogether. But if someone's trying to encourage you to do something, this is something that you wanted to do. You shouldn't need to be encouraged. You don't need to have the go-ahead or permission from somebody else to better yourself. I'll use myself as an example. For a very long time, I wanted to be a singer. Not necessarily professional at it, but I just wanted to be good at it. It's something that you can just do. You can do it for free. You can start whenever you want. So I figured, hey, let's get good at it. But I didn't think to myself that I had to drag somebody else into my idea. Like, if somebody isn't on board with me to learn how to sing, then I'm just gonna not learn at all. As if somebody cheering me on and telling me I'm doing a great job and I'm getting so much better and all these things will make me want to learn more. Don't get me wrong, of course hearing those things always does help. There's nothing wrong with encouragement, but don't let that be the driving force behind why you're trying to accomplish anything that you want to accomplish. It's like you see all these models on Instagram posting all these pictures and getting tens of thousands of likes and people commenting and being super positive, but if all of that stopped, does that actually sound like a reason for them to decide to drop out of the routine, maybe get out of shape, maybe revert their lifestyle? Or if these are people that have had huge transformations, they've lost maybe 50 or even 100 pounds to just gain it all back because now nobody cares. Like, putting it in that perspective, does that make any sense? A lot of these people, they understand what it means to be self-encouraged along with being motivated. They don't need to have somebody tell them, good job, you're doing well, keep it up, all these things, so that they will continue to perform the action that was giving them that reaction. So if you've ever found yourself thinking, I really want to learn how to do something, but I don't know if anybody will care, probably shouldn't do it. At least not for that reason. Because if you go into learning any type of new skill or anything at all, and you're thinking to yourself, I'm gonna impress all these people, and I'm gonna get all this money, and everybody's gonna love me, don't do it. You will not be able to keep it up. And I'm not trying to be negative or anything like that, even though it might sound like it, but in all honesty, that is almost the sole definition of not being self-encouraged. But yeah, at the end of the day, you really have to carry on with the mentality that I want to do this, I want to learn something new, and I don't care if 10,000 people are happy for me or if nobody notices. I want to do this because I want to do this. That should be your reasoning for everything that you do. So if you can use that as your driving force, you're not going to quit anything. But anyways, yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you found it insightful. Hope you're able to take something away from this idea. And ironically enough, maybe this was the push that you needed. So if you did like this video, please leave a like. I really appreciate all support. Be sure to comment in the comment section below any other topics or anything else that you'd like to hear me talk about, or anything that you might be curious to talk about. I like having things brought to my attention so that I can even expand myself. If this is the first video of mine that you've ever actually seen and you did enjoy it, please subscribe if you are new. And until next time, I will see you later. I find it very interesting how people have all these different characteristics, all these different traits, but unfortunately a lot of us miss the opportunity to even get to see them. And this is because some characteristics in your personality you can't see at face value. You need to have scenarios